1970 Plymouth Valiant broom, located in Omaha, Nebraska, valued at $4,700. Check out this awesome budget moper cruiser I spotted on Facebook Marketplace. Under the hood, it packs the legendary 318 V8 engine, paired with an automatic transmission and 97,000 miles on the clock. The seller notes it runs and drives good on brand new tires, featuring comfortable bucket seats and a surprisingly clean interior. It does have some honest body rust, but overall it's a solid, original family cruiser, and the seller is even open to trades. Historically, the broom trim brought luxury comfort to Plymouth's unkillable body platform. Back in the mid-70s, it went head-to-head with the Ford Maverick and Chevy Nova, giving buyers plush vinyl interiors and small block V8 power in a compact package. Here in 2026, finding a running, driving 318 V8 classic for under $5,000 is an unbeatable entry point into moper ownership. 1984 Chevrolet Corvette, located in Minneapolis, valued at $6,400, making this one of the cheapest running V8 sports cars on the market today. This C4 stands out with a decade-old Brandywine candy paint job paired with a Wild GTO body kit and a tinted targa top. Mechanics-wise, the seller highlights some serious work. The engine, transmission, and rear end were all rebuilt around 100,000 miles with performance upgrades, including punchy 3.54 rear gears. Recent maintenance includes a brand new distributor, new battery, a new alternator. Crucially, the iconic 80s digital gauge cluster works, the power seat works, and it blows cold at sea and hot heat. It starts right up and drives great, carrying a clean title. Historically, 1984 was a legendary year. It marked the ground up debut of the C4 generation, replacing the long-running C3 with a modern, race-bred chassis and futuristic digital dash. Back in '84, you were cross-shopping this against cars like the Porsche 944 and Nissan 300ZX Turbo, while rivals relied on smaller 4 cylinders or turbo V6s. Chevrolet gave you raw, low-end 5.7-liter V8 rumble and incredible cornering grip. 1975 Chevrolet Chevelle Laguna, located in Wayland, Michigan, valued at $19,500. If you love the Colonnade era of muscle cars, you're going to want to hear this. This isn't your average factory cruiser. The seller, Jeff, has loaded this thing with serious Pro Touring upgrades. Let's break down the specs. Under the hood sits a Blueprint Racing 350 engine geared to ATC i350 turbo transmission with a 2,500 to 2,800 stall converter. It breathes through a 680 quick fuel car, Doug's stainless coated headers, and a 2.5-inch Flowmaster stainless exhaust. The suspension is completely overhauled with QA1 tubes arms, single adjustable coilovers up front, and 2-inch lowering springs in the rear. Power gets put down through a 10-bolt rear end featuring a 1996 Impala Posa unit with a 350 ring and pinion, plus 30 spline Massiller axles. It sits on staggered 17-inch rev wheels with Nitto tires and features a rear disc brake upgrade. Inside, it rocks the classic swivel bucket seats, a slap shifter, Dakota digital gauges, and a Pioneer Bluetooth radio. As a massive bonus, it comes with a treasure trove of extra parts, including nut quarters, extra doors, and a full front Laguna nose. 1985 Porsche 944, located in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, valued at $8,200. This clean, summer-driven survivor has 85,000 miles and zero rust. Under the hood sits the 2.5-liter naturally aspirated inline-4. Crucially, the seller tackled the big, expensive maintenance over the last 5 years, installing a new timing belt, water pump, brakes, tires, fresh diff and trans oil, and even new engine mounts. The dash has classic 80s cracks, but the seats are tear-free, and it even includes a Haynes manual. Historically, while rivals like the Mazda RX-7 FB and Nissan 300ZX focused on raw power, The 944 dominated with its rear transaxle layout, delivering a near-perfect 50/50ths, weight distribution, and world-class handling. Here in 2026, finding a rust-free, well-serviced Porsche under 9 grand is almost unheard of. It's pure, analog German driving joy. 1960 Ford Falcon, located in Inver Grove Heights, Minnesota, valued at $13,000. Now, while these originally came with small thrift-minded 6 cylinders, someone gave this Falcon the muscle it deserves. Under the hood sits an upgraded 289 V8 mated to a smooth 3-speed automatic transmission. It rolls on classic rev wheels wrapped in 15-inch tires and stops with front disc brakes. It also features lightweight fiberglass front fenders. Inside, you get plush black leather seats with power adjustments up front plus an AM/FM CD player. The seller notes it's a fantastic driver that gets tons of looks, with the only real flaw right now being a non-working fuel gauge. Historically, 1960 was the groundbreaking debut year for the Ford Falcon. Back then, you were cross-shopping this against the rear-engined Chevrolet Corvette and the Plymouth Valiant. While Chevy went radical and Plymouth went styling crazy, Ford kept the Falcon simple, lightweight, and durable. A formula so successful that it actually provided the platform for the legendary 1964.5 Mustang. 1976 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme Broom, located in Oak Lawn, IL, valued at $14,500. With the seller open to best offers and shows 84,000 miles on the odometer. This 2-door hardtop is fully loaded for 1976, offering high-end personal luxury features. Let's break down the specs. Under the hood sits Oldsmobile's proven 350 cubic inch V8, fitted with a 4-barrel carburetor, mated to a smooth automatic transmission. Comfort and convenience features include power windows, cruise control, and even a rare factory alarm system. The seller notes that it has been very well maintained, runs and drives great, and retains solid value as an iconic American classic. Historically, 1976 was a legendary year for Oldsmobile. The Cutlass wasn't just popular, it was literally the single best-selling car all of North America. Back then, you were cross-shopping this against heavy hitters like the Chevrolet Monte Carlo, Pontiac Grand Prix, and Ford Gran Torino. Oldsmobile won the sales crown because the broom trim gave buyers Cadillac-level plush luxury at a price everyday drivers could afford. Fast forward to today, in 2026, floating down the street in a waterfall grille, V8-powered 70s personal luxury coupe is the ultimate flex. 1965 Cadillac Deville, located in Shorewood, IL, valued at $23,500. In classic glossy black over a pristine white interior, this thing has insane curb appeal. Karma. Under that massive hood sits Cadillac's legendary 429 cubic inch V8, sending silky smooth power to the rear wheels through a turbo hydraulic automatic transmission. The seller did not skimp on getting this Caddy road ready. According to the listing, it has a ton of brand new mechanical parts, including a new starter, alternator, battery, hoses, brakes, tires, and a fresh tune-up. Inside, they treated it to brand new carpet and fresh white upholstery, making it feel like a time capsule. Historically, 1965 was a massive year for Cadillac. They completely overhauled the design, ditching the tail fins for a stacked dual headlights and a wider, bolder stance. Back in '65, you were cross-shopping this against the Lincoln Continental, Coupe and the Chrysler Imperial. While Lincoln leaned into slab-sided minimalism, Cadillac held the crown as the standard of the world, with unmatched road presence and a pillow-soft ride. Fast forward to today. Floating down the highway in a 19-foot black Caddy Land Yacht is the ultimate flex. For under 24 grand, with under 45,000 miles, this is a turnkey classic. Actually enjoy. 1988 Lotus Esprit, located in DeForest, Wisconsin, valued at $24,500. Someone solved the classic British reliability dilemma by doing a full Honda K24 engine swap. It runs on a Crupro V4 tune with a 17-pound custom flywheel, a Citroen C25 clutch, and a custom manifold pipes to the OEM exhaust. The listing highlights extensive recent work, adjustable coilovers, new bushings, rebuilt calipers with stainless steel lines, and a brand new, hard to find $2,000 windshield. Inside, it features sound deadening, fresh recarpet, a digital sensor gauge cluster, and Porsche 914 seats that fit drivers over 6'2". It even comes loaded with extras like Hayabusa ITBS, spare transmission parts, and the original motorless components. Historically, 1988 was a huge year for the Esprit, debuting Peter Stevens' roundery style of Giugiaro's original wedge shape. Back in the late 80s, you were cross-shopping this British exotic against heavyweights like the Ferrari 328 G2B or the Porsche 111 Carrera, while European rivals relied on heavy V8 South or flat sixes. Lotus always embodied Colin Chapman's philosophy: simplify, then add lightness. Here in 2026, sourcing rare parts for original 80s Lotus engines is a complete nightmare. Putting a high-revving, dirt-cheap Honda K24 inside an exotic fiberglass wedge is pure genius. For under 25 grand, you get vintage poster car styling with turnkey reliability. 1986 BMW W635 CSI, located in Rochester, New York, valued at $33,000. If you're a fan of vintage European steel with a true driver's pedigree, you are going to want to stick around for this one. Let's dive into the specs from the seller's incredibly detailed listing. This E24 Shano's beauty is finished in diamond black, metallic over a gorgeous tan leather interior. Under the hood, you'll find BMW's legendary 3.4-litre inline-6 engine sending power to the rear wheels through a highly desirable 5-speed manual transmission. This is a true survivor with only 56,380 original miles on the odometer. According to the description, it boasts a clean Carfax, extensive documented service, and recently received a partial restoration along with performance-focused maintenance from the Little Speed Shop in Western New York. Inside, it's fully loaded with classic 80s luxury, power windows and seats, a power sunroof, a C with climate control, chrome trim, and yes, even the original radio with a cassette player. Historically, the E24 6 Series is one of BMW's most beloved and longest produced models, dominating the Autobahn throughout the 70s and 80s. Back in 1986, if you had serious cash, you were cross-shopping this Grand Tourer against heavy hitters like the Porsche 928 or the Mercedes-Benz 560 SEK, while the Porsche leaned heavily into raw sports car territory and the Mercedes was a soft, wafty luxury barge. The 635 CSI hit the absolute perfect sweet spot. 1971 Ford Torino, located in Xenia, Ohio, valued at $27,500. If you love the golden era of V8 South and fastbacks, you're going to want to hear this. This Torino has been completely gone through, and the seller's parts list is massive. Let's break down the specs. Under the hood is the rebuilt original 351 Cleveland V8 engine. It is paired with a freshly rebuilt transmission. The exterior boasts a new paint job and a new stripe kit, along with new bumpers, door handles, and a new windshield. Mechanically, it breathes through a new dual exhaust, and it's been upgraded with a new gas tank, new power steering, and a new alternator. It rolls on brand new wheels and tires and features a completely new interior with a new weather strip kit. The seller is also including a new floor shifter that still needs to be installed, as well as the original full-width taillights. Historically, the 71 Torino GT was Ford's intermediate aerodynamic weapon. Back in the day, you were cross-shopping this against heavy hitters like the Chevrolet Chevelle SS and the Dodge Charger. While the Chevelle often steals the mainstream spotlight, the Torino GT's wine-cheating sports roof styling and lower, wider stance made it an absolute legend on the NASCAR superspeedways. This is a pure, analog driving experience that demands respect. Drop a comment if this Ford belongs in your garage, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.